how cool would it be if you could just swing in with all of your creatures, not worrying about a single blocker on the field, knowing that if your creatures died, you're still getting ahead of your opponent? Well, now it's possible. Let's talk about it. Cue the intro. Let's get it. Welcome back to the channel today, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. In today's video, we have an ORZHOV aggro list for you, and this one is going to be a little bit different than most of the aggro decks you've seen so far. I saw a lot of ORZHOV aggro decks going really hard lately in the meta, and I've seen a lot of different lists on the ORZHOV aggro, and I thought to myself, let's try to slap together something similar and see if we can't do as well as everyone else I've been seeing. It's a very powerful color combination in aggro. This one, like I said, is a little bit different. I can't wait to break it down and tell you about it. But before we do, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, be sure to do so and hit that bell because it will notify you anytime we post a video, which is 2 to 3 times a week, and you won't miss out on any future content. Also, there's some links in the description below. Follow the Twitch channel if you want to see us go live every single Wednesday. And last but not least, there's a deck list below that we're going to discuss here today. You could just copy that and export that into Magic, and that way you get the full deck list there. But let's go ahead and jump right into it. This deck only runs, I believe, 19 lands and 3 Agadeem's Awakening because we don't really need a whole lot of lands, and the reason being is because our curve only goes up to 3 converted mana cost. Now let me go ahead and start off with the idea of this deck. This card right here is the reason I wanted to run this deck. This kind of started out with an idea of running the new Kaya Planeswalker that's coming out here in the next set, and I thought this would be a really cool card paired with it, because with this card, you know, dealing damage every time a creature dies and having Kaya bring things back from the dead would be pretty sweet. So we kind of made our own little version of the future list that I want to make, but in a smaller, more aggro, compact form. So with this card, Bastion of Remembrance, anytime a creature dies, you're going to gain 1 life and your opponent loses 1 life. Pretty sweet card if you really think about it. Kind of, you know, 3-drop, not great. It's a little bit, that's kind of a lot of mana for this effect, but once it hits the battlefield, opponents typically don't do a lot about it, and it adds up very quickly, especially when you're hitting your opponent early and often. The way we're going to make this card really viable are things like Scorpion. So the Serrated Scorpion here is our 1-drop 4 of. Anytime this creature dies, it deals 2 damage to your opponent and you gain 2 life. So this combination here alone is 3 damage every time something dies. And now we want that effect to consistently, constantly cycle, hurting our opponent over and over again. So we also run 3 Lurrus of the Dream Den. That way we can play the Lurrus, get back to Scorpion, and keep that vicious cycle going over and over again. We also have Call of the Death Dweller to bring back our Lurrus to keep that cycle going over and over again. Or if we don't have a Lurrus, we could just Call of the Death Dweller and bring back some Scorpions, as well as some 2-drops that we're about to go over. But yeah, so we want that cycle to keep going viciously over and over while we're dealing small amount of damage with our small creatures to our opponent. If they decide to block, okay, they blocked, so what? We dealt damage to them anyways, and we're gonna get the creature back anyways. So that's the idea of the deck today, and all the supporting pieces are as follows. We have 4 Selfless Saviors for early damage, but also this can protect all your other creatures if you don't already have a Bastion of Remembrance on the field and you need to keep things alive until you can set that play up. Or if you can't exactly find those combo pieces of the Scorpion and all of that and you don't want things to die, Selfless Savior is a really good way to protect those things, like your Skyclave Shade or your Hallowblade, which already has an effect to make it indestructible, but you don't always want to discard cards from your hand. Especially when Selfless Savior can just sacrifice itself to give indestructibility, and then we can just bring it back with all of these other cards over here. So Selfless Savior, very strong early start to the game. And then we also have 2 Rebirths, which can also be it can cause some really cool combat tricks where you lose 2 life, but your creature comes back. Really great with a Scorpion. Scorpion swings in, they block it. You know they're going to block it. You know they're going to kill it. You bring it right back to the battlefield, start that cycle all over again. And then we get down here to Village Rites. Village Rites is another way. If we're swinging in with our Scorpions and we have a really smart opponent who's like, nah, I'm not blocking that. I'd rather take 1 than 2. Well, then you can attack with that 1, sacrifice your Scorpion, drawing 2 cards, dealing 2 damage on top of it. So they think they win, but they really don't. And then we go to our Maul Skyclaves, which is a super powerful card. I'm sure all of you are aware of this by now. It's ran in a lot of mono white decks. This card just, you put this on your creature and it becomes a flyer with some serious power. And then Skyclave Apparition really opens up the battlefield. If we can curve out into one of these two on turn 1, one of these two on turn 2, and we Skyclave Apparition on turn 3, stealing any sort of creature on the board, that's a lot of damage by turn 3 that they may or may not be able to recover from. And we could just keep reoccurring all of our things, especially like the Skyclave Scorpion. We want to just keep recycling, dealing non-stop damage. We don't care if they block. If they block, great. So what? They lose creatures, we lose creatures. They're the ones taking damage from our losses, and we're just going to keep bringing things back from the dead. I did not expect this to be nearly as powerful as it was. Like I said, we ran this thing 8-1 in the diamond tier. We're on our way to Mythic with it, and I think I might as well just do that really quick. Get to Mythic, and by the next video, hopefully have a really cool Mythic deck I could show you guys. I know I get to Mythic really late in the season, and I just want to apologize now. I don't really have a whole lot of time for Magic. I do have another job that I do full time. I have 2 little kids, and so whenever I'm playing Magic, and typically I'm recording a video for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you don't mind that I'm not in Mythic every month. Hopefully some more free time will open up down the road, and this will become more of a serious thing for me, and we'll make a little bit more of an effort to run to Mythic and show you guys some really cool decks that play well in Mythic. But I do think this could be one of them though, so keep that in mind. Enjoy the video, enjoy the gameplay footage coming up, and then we'll see you back here at the end for some final thoughts. Peace. Here we go, some ORZHOV aggro, baby. ORZHOV aggro. I don't think I've done an ORZHOV aggro deck yet. They've been kind of all over the place lately too. I mean, if we hit a land, this will be good. No companion. Let's give it a shot. If we hit a land, it'll be good. Maybe they'll hear us, Maybe they'll hear you if you just yell, you know what I'm saying, guys? That's not a land. But that's a Hallowblade. What the heck is this thing? Oh, Shield Breaker? That is a sick alternate art. I haven't even seen that before. Oh, they got all the cosmetics, huh? You about that cosmetic life, huh? Alright, that's definitely our target for our apparition. Dang, you can barely even see that, huh? You know what? This is not a bad block. I'll block. It's not a bad block. Then we get in for 3. We get ahead on the scoreboard here. If we hit a land. Sending it. They're not going to block anyways. Yeah, they're not going to block with their innkeeper. No way. Can we please get a land? Preferably a swamp. That'd be great. And then we could get ahead of this game. I feel like we probably would have won this one pretty simply if we would have just pulled that land on top, Okay, no questing beast, that's good. Not gonna lie, I was worried about that. Nice, it's a land, not the one we wanted to see, but it is a land. I'm gonna go ahead and snap up the innkeeper now because I feel like card advantage is huge. They only have 3 cards in hand left, so we want to keep it as low as possible. Can't allow our opponent any sort of card advantage at the moment. We've got him pretty much beat there, and that's probably the only field we haven't beat in, so. You know what? I'm happy to give him a 1/1 here. Actually, 2 points of damage is kind of a lot to get in for us. If the shields are down on their end. Dang. Okay. Well played. But at least we get to snap that up too with our other apparition, so. We should be able to out aggro them, I think. Go ahead and snap it up. We'll be taking that. All right, so board state is ours, which is great. But any hasty creature can get that Ember Cleave attached to it, and we'd be in a lot of trouble, so hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully it's a slow creature or no creature. Let's go. Okay. Let's get a Sky Maul down on this bad boy, huh? What do we got? A little GG action here? GG's, baby. Gruul aggro. But you know what? I will say they probably got flooded. If we're being completely honest with ourselves, they got a ton of lands here. They've only played, what, 2 creatures? Yeah, 3 creatures. Not even close to as many creatures that as they would have liked to see. And they had a ton of land. But we did get mana screwed. We didn't even get to play our swamps, which is crazy. And we still got the job done. GG. All right, not a bad start. I can appreciate some aggro every now and then, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it's not mono red. ORZHOV is always good, especially if it's not rogues too. Rogue aggro. So over rogues. You know what's so funny is when rogues came out, it was like my favorite deck. I love Dimir, and so when it came out and it was like, oh, Dimir rogues is amazing. I'm like, oh, thank God. I'd love to see rogues shining, you know? Man, oh man, was I wrong. All right, we are going to keep this. We're going to curve out, but to curve out, we're probably going to have to hit ourselves for 3 damage here. It is what it is. Selfless Savior. We went first, so this could be really good. Pay 3, get the Shade in there, I think. The Shade's probably more value here. We don't really need to sack the Selfless Savior to save the Shade. Savior's really not even important, really, unless we have a Skyclave Maul attached to a creature. Ooh, Remembrance could be good. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I know Hallowblade here or the Maul is way more damage up front and quicker. That's fine. I don't really need to sack it to give this indestructibility if they're tapped out. But this is more of a long-term plan here, which is awesome. They may try to remove this, which is fine. If they remove it, I play a land, it comes back to play. Let's go for the Sky Maul. What do you say? Sky Maul it is. Get in there, man. We're doing what? We already got him down to 10. I hate playing that land there because it could be useful to get it back when it dies, but it is what it is. Bastion of Remembrance. So basically whenever my creature dies, they lose a life, we gain a life. So that's that. We're going to play the Hallowblade here, getting in for another 6 damage unless they can stop it, which I'm sure they can. There it is. But that's okay, we deal 1 damage, so now we get in for another one. We play a land, and it comes right back. This is a nice little synergy we got going on. I really like that. Really feeling this. Yorion straight up just to do a 1 chump blocker. Got it. Now we know they're desperate. Let's go. All right, how do we win this game? Ooh. Takes 4 to equip, or we could just strap on a new one to somebody. What do we hit here with this though? Do we go for this and make it indestructible, or do we care that it dies? Or we go here and then just bring it back with the land. That's probably the best play, right? Probably. Get 4 damage in plus the 1, that's 5, and then we bring it right back with another land. And then I think we just win if we can go wide, as long as they don't sweep the board. Oh, we have first strike. Forgot about that. Totally forgot we had first strike. Dude, the Maul. The Maul is where it's at. GG's. I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't even know that I had first strike. But I was actually counting on it dying anyways, if it, you know, aside from the first strike. Had it died, it would have gone to the bin. We play this, we get it right back, and then the next turn we re-equip. Can't speak, sorry. English can be hard sometimes. And then we should be wide enough, but like I said, if they had an extinction event or something, they could hit us for even and ruin our entire game. But it's a risk we have to take, being aggro. GG. So I like what I'm seeing so far. I've just kind of threw this deck together, but I know a lot of people have done a lot of ORZHOV aggro decks and have performed pretty well. So I knew this would do pretty good. But as fast as I threw this together, I thought maybe, but we'll see. All right. Ooh, that's pretty good. Mono white aggro, don't mind if I do. Opponent did take a Maul. Opponent took a mulligan. We like to see that. All right, here we go. What kind of sleeves are these? I kind of like those. All right, Seasoned Hallowblade coming in hot. Turn 2, Seasoned Hallowblade. You love to see it. I don't like seeing that. That means maybe mono white? Okay, not mono white. Glass Casket, savage. All right, well, can't make anything indestructible for that. See you later, Hallowblade. But you know what we can do? We can get it right back. Get in there, Savior. Get in there. All right, so now we have potentially a lot of damage on board. A couple of Mauls in the hand. Throwing those down on the Hallowblade seems pretty juicy. And we have indestructibility, which is nice because we don't have anything in our hand right now that brings creatures back yet from the dead. And that's kind of our saving grace if we don't have the Savior, and vice versa. All right, let's get in there for some mad damage. Ooh, whoa, misclick. Could actually just do this, taking this, and they won't be able to get a wall, but that seems like really short-sighted. So let's go ahead and go here. Get in there. Get in there. What do we got? 10? All right. Let's go ahead and put the nail in the coffin next turn. Whatever they put in front of us, whether, you know, it be a wall or not, we're going over the top. If they don't take anything of ours, or if they do want to take our stuff with another casket or a banishing light, we could steal that. But then it would come in with summoning sickness, which was kind of lame, but we should be pretty close to lethal here, I think. What are they gonna hit here? Are they gonna go for the Maul? Okay. We can recast another Maul, so I'm okay with that. Going right back over the top here. And then we also have the Scorpion we can play as well. Get our hand completely opened up here. And then we can go ahead and swing all here, because if they want to block with the Apparition here, we can make something indestructible. Actually, that was probably not a good swing, because if they blocked it with the Skyclave against the Savior, that would be the play. But they don't. That's kind of how I anticipated them to block, which is great for us. Perfect. That's what I anticipated, but if they actually would have switched, that would have been worse. They made the wrong block here for sure. Sometimes I should slow down, because that could have been bad had they switched up the blockers there. They put the wall here, it would have been a trade, and it would have been nothing, and then we would have lost the dog anyways to the 2/2. So, all right, well, that's not good. Elspeth Conquers Death. It doesn't really hit much except for the Maul. Okay, that's fine. We still can go super wide here. We can get the Savior back? Yes, we can. We can make something indestructible again, not that it's needed this turn. We're going pretty wide here. We got 3, 4, 5, 6 damage coming through. If only I had a way to kill my own Scorpion here, I totally would. If I had like a Village Rites or something. ECD coming in a little late here with the tax. We don't really care about the tax anymore. Our board state is pretty enormous. Banishing Light tells me they don't have a Shadow of the Sky. So I think we just win here. GG's. We got him as a scoop. Took him to Scoop Town. G freaking G's. All right, I think we found our deck to go to Mythic with. This is a quick burn. Gets us through pretty quickly through ranking system, and up the ladder pretty quickly, and hopefully into Mythic. That would be nice. I'm gonna actually keep this hand. I know it's kind of weird. Having 2 Scorpions though, I love that, especially with the Rebirth. We could do some shenanigans with that, but probably not the best hand to keep, but we'll see. Hopefully we can curve out into something like a hollowed what am I trying to say here? Hallowblade. Or I wouldn't mind a Skyclave at all. That would be really nice. Uh-oh, are we playing food? Are we playing mono green food here? I hope everyone can ignore the fact that I'm mumbling over all my words today. I don't know what's happening right now. I am shooting this a little late, but speech can be hard for me sometimes. You know, I get my mouth moves faster, or my brain is receiving information quicker than my mouth can move. It's, you know, I'm sure a lot of you have that problem. But Bastion of Remembrance is actually coming in clutch for us. I really like this card. This is actually kind of the card I wanted to build the deck around, which is pretty wild. All right, a lot of little 1/1s coming in to do some nasty business. They have something instant speed for 1 mana red. It's going to be a shock. It has to be, right? And they don't want to shock us here. They might shock us now before the Selfless Savior hits, because they're going to want to get rid of the Scorpion without it being indestructible. But they save the shock. They think they can hit a better target. We'll see. We know it's a shock. I mean, what other 1 mana red that holds up priority could it be? You know what I'm saying? We need land here, but if we hit land, Skyclave Maul is not great on a 1/1. Robber of the Rich, okay. We'll let this first attack slide for sure. We'll let that slide for sure. We got to set up our like rebirths and things like that. Looks like we're not even gonna get a rebirth here, huh? That's unfortunate. Was hoping to hit a land there. And it's not even a white source, so we can't even play the apparition. This is a little bit clunky. This round is a little clunky. Got to get this down next turn. And then we could really start peppering it with some damage, because we could start body. Okay. I thought they had the advantage there, if I'm being completely honest. We had to play a slow land there, which really screwed up our tempo. And it wasn't even the right color we needed. And we really needed this rebirth to make a cool play with the Scorpion, because with the Scorpion, when it dies, it, you know, deals damage. We could have done a triple damage. I don't know. I had a lot in my mind there. A lot of the wheels were turning for some cool ideas. Unfortunately, mono red scoops. GG. All right, man, we are cruising through games. Anytime I play aggro, I get so like lost on how many games we played, because I'm just trying to make sure we don't go over a certain time limit, because I don't like these videos going any longer than like 40 or so minutes. 10, 13, we've only been 13 minutes, but we've what, game 5? Holy cow. Absolutely savage. I hope you're all enjoying this deck though. I'm having a lot of fun playing it. I'm not really typically an aggro player, but sometimes it's a lot of fun to play. I'm gonna mulligan this hand. I think we could do better. All right, that is better. Actually, you can go. We don't have another white source yet, and I'm not gonna bank on the fact of us drawing one. 3 Hallowblade seems pretty good. All right. We did draw the extra white source. Feels bad, man. We really only need, honestly, we really only need like 3 or 4 lands and we're good to go. Our whole deck's curve is no higher than 3 or 4 mana, so. I think we have a couple Mothras in here too. We haven't even seen those, huh? Do we have those in there? Do we have Mothra in here? I thought we had a couple. Am I tripping? Oh, maybe I took them out. Yeah, I think I took them out. Whoa, their Black Lotus is completely bloomed. Is that normal? I don't think I've ever seen that. All right, they're gonna take a big hit here. Respect. We're sending it, man. We are sending it. Hopefully, no Storm's Wrath. But even if it is a Storm's Wrath, we have ways to become indestructible across the board, so. Storm's Wrath it is. Okay, so how do we want to do this? We want to make you indestructible. You indestructible. I think we're going to save. Do we save? Let's just save the land. Let's save the land for the sacking of one of these Hallowblades, and we can Village Rites another one if they have another Storm's Wrath. That is, I'm guessing they do. They almost always have it. You know, whatever you don't want to see, your opponent typically has it. And I don't want to see another Storm's Wrath, but it's very likely. Okay, no Storm's Wrath. Cool. They are pulling it back from the graveyard though, so that's no bueno. If we can find a Sky Maul here, we win. That'd be sweet. Or that. That's pretty good. Definitely want to play that. So that's 3 damage on deck plus an additional 6. Hold on, let's see what they do here. I'm gonna swing in here. They're gonna block 1. Okay, so we get 6 damage plus this would be 7. This would be 8. Yeah. Trying to think of the best way to do this. We get 1 there, and then we play this. We get 1 here. It's all land, but you know what? We get to keep our indestructibility, which is nice, for the Storm's Wrath that's about to hit the board, and that eats up 4 of their mana. That leaves them with 1 mana plus if they have a land drop, which I'm sure they do. So 2 mana to do something to change the flow of this game. Wait, what am I saying? If they Storm's Wrath, what am I saying, guys? Bastion of Remembrance is on the battlefield. I hope they Storm's Wrath. Sometimes, you guys, just look at... You guys can watch this video and just be like, is this guy dumb? Because sometimes I can be. If they Storm's Wrath the board, both of these die, that's 2 damage, we gain 2 life. Either way, we win. Man, it's not like I built this deck or anything. Jeez Louise, what is wrong with me? GG's. All right, here we go. Game, what, 6? Holy cow, we are cruising along, and we're honestly on a tear right now. We're just absolutely crushing rank at the moment. I like this, but I don't like this. I like it, but I don't. I like it, but I don't. No companion. I'm gonna keep it. Oh, we just lost because I kept that. We just lost. Good job. Good job, me. Way to lose the game. Way to lose the game. Are they swinging in here, though, with the heavens? Probably not, right? Okay. Sure. Another land? Are you... Alright, they're trying to tilt me now. You're trying to tilt me now, game. Alright, at least we can play something. We're not gonna block here, and they're gonna make it. They're gonna give it lifelink though, huh? Something like that, I'm sure. All right, Charming Prince, another life. Oh jeez, oh jeez. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. I think we just lose this game. Unfortunately for us, they got off to a really fast start, and we should not have kept that hand. Oh man, could I have been any more dense? That was not a keep, people. That was not a keep. Oh, that could help. That could help. Did it? The game really did just auto-tap both our white sources to play this when this is the only thing I could bring back. Magic auto-tapper at its finest. Because I had this in my hand. It kept that alive. Unbelievable. It's fine though. If there's a way back, it's through the Maul on top of the Lurrus. That's life gain. Keeps us in there for 5. We go over the top. They can't stop it. But the problem is they can keep pumping their guys with their Heliod like that. Gonna have to take a big hit here too. They don't have a Linden out here yet though, so it's not crazy yet. But I mean 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage. Yeah, I just lose. I just lose. No blocks, but I can chump block with this next turn. Could have chump blocked this turn. But Magic absolutely did me dirty. Did me absolutely dirty. Alright, well, we're gonna have to definitely hit him before that can pop off. Alright, you gotta come in now. Don't mess around anymore. You gotta come in now. Go over the top. And then we could block sack the Savior, which is really nice. Block sack and draw cards. I still don't think, I think they're too wide for us to even do anything, right? I mean, yeah, they're way too wide. Math is hard. Math is hard. I don't even know why I'm playing this out, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even know why we're finishing this game out. But we're gonna be troopers. Let's get it. All right, let them have their fun. We gotta let them have their fun, you know. Go ahead, have at it. Boom, 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 boom. Mono white, man, they got us. I totally destroyed mono white in playtesting too. That one hurt. That one hurt. All right, well, sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. You know what I'm saying? I expected to lose along the way, I can't lie. I mean, we're running through games so fast. It'd be kind of hard not to. I love this combo. I love all three. I love every card here. I think this is a fantastic start, if I'm being completely honest. Eidolon, okay. So they're going to have a lot of trickery here with their Myers Grasps and things like that, so we got to be ready. We got to be ready. I really don't want to play this. I really don't. I'd rather keep it. Oh, perfect. All right. Perfect. Nothing yet. Let's go ahead and just keep staring at them. We've got very similar decks here. That's an easy block for me, I think. And then when they bring it back, this is definitely coming down to snag it. Ooh, okay, Abzan. Abzan colors, huh? How do we do this? Do we stack the Remembrance? That'd be kind of cool. I can't lie, but that would mean we need to keep getting lands. I am going to stack the Remembrance. You want to know why? Because we get the 1/1. We get the 1/1 to block the Skyclave Shade with. I'm down for that. Just keep dealing damage with blocking. I love that play. They're still swinging in, huh? With the 1/1 sitting there. That tells me they definitely still have a land, which is fine by me. Keep replaying it. You're chipping away at my 1/1s, but they will keep coming back. We have another Remembrance, and then eventually we're going to be dealing 2 damage per every single block we do. Or whenever they want to drop that Myers Grasp on us, which we know is coming. So get these out there as fast as possible. And I don't think we would need this. I think we need to get this down as a land. That way the Lurrus can start spitting these scorpions back out. So another Remembrance. That Ephemia, unfortunately, can go over the top, so we will need to Apparition that. No attacks. That Eidolon has lifelink. I'm surprised I haven't been swinging that just to get the lifelink, because it has 2 toughness, so it's not like we can kill it unless we double block now. Obviously, double blocking now would kill it, but which is definitely the play. But earlier it could have attacked, I think. Apparition is looking really nice to get that Ephemia out. They're gonna eat up their graveyard now. Ooh, actually I gotta grab that. It's unfortunate that I gotta grab something like that. Oh, we got another one though. No attacks. We will get them in time. With these remembrances out here, we can get them in time. The only problem I have here, and the only concern I have, is they definitely will be running Banishing Lights, and they will snap those up, which would be really sad. That would be really sad. Ugh. Really want to get this loop going as soon as possible. This Lurrus down, swinging everybody in, and then bringing them right back. Ooh, a double shade, okay. I'm not afraid of the shades at all. I'm mostly afraid of this right here because it can go over the top and create more bodies. So we're gonna swing this. All right, I figured they'd go with the 2/2 there because obviously it wouldn't die, so we're just gonna do this and draw 2. It's a lot of damage just for one creature dying, I tell you what. I'll tell you what. And it gets to come back every turn with Lurrus. That's so good. And we deal 2 damage every time a creature dies. That's 2, 4, 6 damage on board if they want to swing through me. That is a hefty toll for an attack. I'll tell you that much. This is a sick combo. This is a really sick combo. I'm gonna let one of those go through. I'm gonna keep my apparitions out here. Don't really want to give him back creatures yet. Not yet. Make sure the Magic the Gathering Arena does not screw us with the mana tapper. Scorpion. They got something from my Lurrus. Mythos. That's okay. Damage has been done. We've got the Serrated Scorpion, and the Bastion of Remembrance does its thing. Yikes. You are in trouble. Yes. We knew the scoop was coming. Let's go. All right. Back on the winning track. GG's. All right. We're at 25 minutes into this video. So as far as gameplay footage goes, so 1 or 2 more. The way things are going, probably 2, but we'll see. If this is a long one, which probably won't be, we'll see. But very, very happy with the fact that how much we've climbed already today. We might be able to touch Mythic again right here at the end of the month like we did last month. That's a snap keep, if I do say so myself. I honestly wouldn't mind maybe 1 more land. Yeah, there we go. There we go. What do we got? Oh, a mountain. I thought that was an island. Those are some old school mountains. Nice. Okay. Let's get these down real quick. You never know what they might throw at us. We want to be able to make things indestructible if we need to. We might have overcommitted here. We'll see. We'll see. See what our opponent has up their sleeve. Could be some removals. Obviously, Storm's Wrath would be bad. All right. Getting off to a fast and early start here, huh? We're dealing 5 with the Hallowblade alone. Oh yeah, the Stomp is 100% coming through here. So we're not going to throw it on the Hallowblade. Oh, Cinderclasm. All right, bet. Bet. Couple damage right there. Boom, boom. And bam. All right, down to 6. Opponent needs to figure something out quickly. If we can somehow find a Call of the Death Dweller or like maybe even a Bastion. I'll take a Bastion. Another Cinderclasm would be okay because we're up to 3 toughness now. No way did we really find it. All right. Let's get in there for the 5. Guess we probably should have used it now, huh, to get that the doggo back to make this indestructible. Oh well. Scorching Dragonfire. If they had Scorching Dragonfire, they should have used it before I attacked here because it would have tapped down my Hallowblade. We'll see though. Yep, they should not have done that the way they did it. They definitely should have done that pre-combat. That way it tapped my creature down. I'm still doing the 5 damage. Let's go. And now Death Touch on you, Menace on you. Yep, that's the game, because no matter what they would have done there, we would have been able to make our Hallowblade indestructible again with our dog, so that was an easy GG's. Let's go. And another fast game, so let's get to another game. Yeah, this might just be the deck I take to Mythic real quick, try to slam this through real quick, get there, at least get a percentage, and then maybe switch it up for the next video. Next video we'll be playing in Mythic like we did the last month. Sorry that I don't actually get to Mythic as much as I would like to, guys. I would love to try to give you a bunch of decks where we're like playing in Mythic and showing you how these perform in Mythic, but I just don't have the time to grind out these games as much as possible. The only time I really get to play is when I'm recording for you guys. All right, well that's a problem. I don't really like the Rogues matchup at all. I really don't like that matchup at all, honestly. If I'm really thinking about this, this could be bad. I do have ways to bring things back from the graveyard in my hand, which is really sweet. So maybe it's not so bad. Depending on how much of a quick start they're off to, you know, these rogue decks can get super quick, man. Throwing down Death Touchers too. We didn't need a land, so that's good. We know they're gonna throw down something here to block with, probably a Soaring Thought Thief. I'm guessing. We'll throw this down, and then we'll throw down this just to keep open our Village Rites. We do have double devotion to white though. That might come back to bite me in the butt here by throwing that down as a swamp. But you never know. They might try to throw down something here and I might need to use my Village Rites. We'll see. They take it. Okay. Village Rites is really good paired with these two as well, because we can always sack these, draw 2 cards, and bring it back with the Lurrus, which is fantastic. Alright, Soaring Thought Thief is going to get us get our opponent some millage here, which is only going to help them a lot. Hits the Sky Maul. Okay, that one hurt a little bit. It only hurt a little bit. I'm not mad, you're mad. Okay, another one. So down to 4 in the graveyard. They're not close yet, so that's good. Another Scorpion's kind of cool. Scorpion could be pretty good. There's no Lurrus over here, so we could be seeing a Xerath Sand here on this next one, and they might drop a Sky Maul on our own face, which could be terrible. Oh, could be really bad. Thinking I might play the Lurrus here. I don't know. What do we do here? Lurrus? I think we play the Lurrus here. Drown in the lock? Sure. Sure. Sorry, man. My nose, my allergies get really bad sometimes. Living here in Arizona is the worst for allergies. And I'm very sensitive to allergies here. Alright, so they just gained a life off of that. That's annoying. Yeah, I think Rogues is just not a great matchup for us, if I'm being honest. This is their sand written all over. Oh, actually, they didn't actually throw in a quick land here, so might be alright. Still not quite there on the 8 cards in the graveyard for all your little silly effects. Definitely be grabbing that again. Okay, thank you. And swinging in. Swinging all. They can't sacrifice the Wind Robber. Now they can. And that gets Death Touch. Okay. Okay, how are we doing this? How are we doing this? Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. That's damage to your face. That's 2. That's it, huh? All right. 2 to the face. You're taking 3 from the Hallowblade. Put you in striking range here. Put you within striking range. Lurrus is out there, so if they don't take care of the Lurrus, they could be seeing some more Scorpions in their future. Having Village Rites is nice too. If we get them down to a very close amount of damage, we could Village Rites our own Scorpion, killing them and drawing a bunch of cards, which is always good. All right. No defense, huh? Just gonna send it. All right, Zerath saying hits. What are they grabbing? You know they're grabbing something. Oh, they're gonna get an apparition now? That's not good. Damn it. Them getting an apparition is not good. Should still be able to pull this out, I think. We'll see. If only I had 1 land. I could just sacrifice whatever it is they're gonna take here, but it's gonna be the Lurrus. I mean, let's not be silly here. We know what's coming. Okay, so. Some shades, huh? I forgot those were there. Thank goodness for that effect, huh? All right, so we swing in, right? We have 4 damage on board with the Scorpions. If they block 1, I really need them to block the Scorpion. Will they though? Probably not. I should have sacked it first and hoped I hit a swamp. Oh, that would have been the best play. That would have been a much better play. Block the Scorpion. Please block the Scorpion. Okay, that's fine. Man. All right, well, I don't think they have a way to gain life. Sorry, I went a little quiet there. I was really concentrating, but they don't have a way to gain life, I don't think, right? So as long as we survive this, the Scorpion gets sacrificed and we win, right? We could have done that differently though. You see how we drew into this pathway here? What I should have done there to start that off was I should have sacrificed the Scorpion first, drawing the cards, because we played this land when we should not have done that. We should have waited for this land now that we pulled it. Could have dropped it in as a swamp and we would have been able to do it right now and won the game. But unfortunately for us, we sequenced that incorrectly. But we should be able to still get the job done. I hope. I really hope we don't screw this over. They can't swing in with either of their ground attacks because we just block them in the game. I saw them highlight the graveyard. I don't know if they're thinking or if they're just roping us now because they lost, but they are actually, no, they're highlighting stuff, so. What is their plan of action? Yeah, that's probably the best bet because then they can swing in here and then they can block sack. They don't know I have this though. Yeah, that's their play. They're gonna swing in here. They're gonna block sack this. They're still in a tough spot though. They just have no idea I have this though. They could drown into lock on this though. Oh, that would be terrible. So let's do that. Not that it matters that I swing both here. They're only gonna block the 3/3. I see. Okay, that's fine. They're gonna block sack there. Right? That's what they're gonna do? I would think so. I just don't want to get this drowned into locked, but I know it's going to be. Alright. It is what it is. Good blocking choices there. It really messing me up here. I didn't expect that play. Alright. So, play this first. They have instant speed. Instant speed plays. This is instant speed too though, so perfect. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to see. I wanted them to draw out their counterspell, and we got it. Let's go. We should have easily beaten them the round before though. That should not have been that hard. Learn from my mistakes, people. That's all I can offer you. Learn from my mistakes. GG's. Whew. That was a lot of games, and I hope you really enjoyed it. I mean, some easy wins, some easy quick wins. I can't complain. I love playing control decks, so it's kind of hard for me to be like, you know, super excited that, you know, I'm smashing through the ladder that fast when I have decks that I really love playing that take 30 minutes just to play one game. But I'm very happy with how this turned out. I hope you all really enjoyed this list. Not a whole lot about this list that I would change. I honestly can't think of anything at top of my head that I would add into this deck. I just can't wait till the new set comes out. This rotation is getting a little stale, I understand, and I hope you guys are enjoying these videos still, and hopefully we're trying to keep it fresh a little bit here, trying out decks that aren't really that common. So I hope you guys are enjoying so far. I appreciate all of you who've made it this far into the video. Anyone who's made it this far in the video, I just hope you understand how much that helps the algorithm for my videos. They go out to more people, so it helps grow the channel. So thank you so much for that. I do appreciate it. I would like to hear all of your thoughts down below in the comments if you really liked this deck or didn't like the deck, or maybe some things that you'd add to it, or you know, if you've seen this around already and you're like, whatever, I've seen it, it's been done, you know, like I know a lot of decks have been done at this point, and I know ORZHOV aggro has been done a million times. I personally, I don't see anybody running Remembrance in the deck, and I thought that was my little special touch. I really like this card a lot. I want it to work a little more in other decks that I have ideas for. I have a Mardu deck that it's just not quite there. It's not winning like this deck, and so I also have some really cool ideas. Like I said, with Kaya coming out, I love that Planeswalker. I know it's not the best Planeswalker, but I love it to death, and I can't wait to play it, and I can't wait to try to break it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't have much to say on the deck itself. It played phenomenally. We did really well with it. I couldn't have asked for a better, you know, a better set of games. But yeah, that's it. We'll wrap it up here, and we'll talk later. We'll hopefully be posting. We're definitely gonna be posting 3 videos this week, but I'm hoping I can squeeze out, you know, 4 to 5 this week. So don't hold me to it, but I hope I can, and I hope to see you all on the next one. Peace.